Welcome back, Interior Alaska. I hope you had a great weekend. Landon McBride back with you for some Monday sports. And the Nanook hockey team was hosting Michigan Tech this weekend, and in the first game, the Nooks lost 4-1. And Michigan Tech would get out in front first in the second game as well. They scored the first goal of the game around the halfway mark of the first period. And in the second, the Huskies would add another goal to take a 2-0 lead. About 5 minutes later, the Nooks showed some life and cut the lead in half with a goal from Marcus Basara, his 5th on the year. And on that goal, Nick Hines passed it to Brandon Morley, who got the shot off near the blue line, and Basara was able to put it in off the rebound. The Nooks were unable to put any more points on the board and dropped the second game of the set 2-1. Jesse Jinks got the start in the net and recorded 28 saves. Just like the previous night, the Nooks were outshot by the Huskies, this time by a count of 30-27. The Nooks could also not capitalize on their power play opportunities, going 0 for 6 on the night. And they now sit at 4-9-1 overall with a 3-6-1 record in conference play, and that puts them in 8th place in the WCHA. The Nooks will now head out on the road for a 2-game conference matchup with the Minnesota State Mankato Mavericks. The Nooks hosted the Mavs in their first conference games of the season, and the two teams split the 2-game series. And the Ice Dogs were on the road in Soldotna this weekend, taking on the Kenai River Brown Bears. In the first game of the 3-game set, the Brown Bears won 5-2. And in the second game, the Ice Dogs came out on fire. They scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of play. The first from Mark Sullivan, with Robert Bluger and Luke Aruzik assisting, and the second Bluger scored with help from Colton Fletcher and Grayson Gavin. The defense could not hold the lead, though, as the Brown Bears scored 3 in a row to take the lead. And with less than 3 minutes to play in the second, Arizik found the back of the net with assists from Sullivan and Fletcher. With the game tied going into the final frame, the Ice Dogs gave up 3 goals to lose the game 6-3. And last night they were looking to salvage the series, but they would never lead in this game. The Brown Bears scored twice before Ryan Caro, with help from Arizik, and Samuel Ruffin scored. And the Brown Bears would score 3 more times before the Ice Dogs' next goal. And this one was from Hunter Wendt, with assists from Fletcher and Aaron McFeeters. The Brown Bears would tack on another goal, and they would win the game 6-2. The Ice Dogs get swept in the 3-game series and now trail in the Raven Cup Series. Joshua Sarlo, CJ Booth, and Connor O'Brien all saw time in the net, and none of them fared much better than the others. Their winless streak now sits at 11 games. The Ice Dogs have a week off before they head to New Jersey to play the Titans, who are in 2nd place in the East Division. And it's Monday once again, which means it's time for another edition of the I-5. Here's a look at the top plays from around the interior from last week.
We'll start with some Nanook basketball for number 5. Brandon Davis drives into the lane, drawing 3 defenders. He wraps the pass around to Trent Molesworth, wide open in the corner, and he drains it from downtown. And the Nanook women for number 4, Kaylee Joel brings the ball up the court, crosses up the defender, and hits the fall-away baseline jumper. On to some hockey for the number 3 play. Justin Woods takes the puck towards the goal with the defenders all around him, and the puck ends up right on Ross Hite's stick. He flicks it into the top corner right past the goalie's outstretched arm for the score. Back to basketball for number 2, Daniel Hornbuckle swipes the ball and he takes off. He drives right at the bigger man and he scoops it in for 2. More thievery on the basketball court for the number 1 play. Najee Matlock jumps into the passing lane and he is off. He gets up and slams it home for the bucket.
The I-5 Sports Report is brought to you by Adient Orthopedic and Physical Therapy.
Hope you enjoyed those plays. Don't forget to go online to webcenter11.com and vote to let us know which play was your favorite. And I'll announce the winner next week. That is going to wrap up sports tonight. Mike Schultz will have your full weather forecast after the break, and we'll catch you next time.